Hey guys, it is Kerri. Welcome or welcome back. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, May the 4th, 2025. I am not a huge Star Wars fan, but I feel like I need to say May the 4th be with you. I know that's like a big joke on this date. Curry's right here. He wants to say hi. Say hi. It is about 5 o'clock, a little after 5 in the afternoon. Yeah, long time no see. I checked my channel before I hopped on to do this video, and it looks like my last video was about two and a half weeks ago. And it doesn't seem like that long, but it feels like I've been away forever. And I have missed y'all. A lot's been going on. My uncle passed away back in April, and that one we expected him to pass. He had been very, very sick, but it was still hard nonetheless. It's my dad's brother, and when my dad passed away 5 years ago, my uncle, he just kind of stepped up and kind of filled that dad role. And yeah, I just love him so much. I'm so glad he's no longer suffering. He is in a much better place. But so yeah, that happened. So we, went out of town for the visitation, out of town for the funeral. And then I just took a few days just to kind of step away from videos and just kind of, I don't know, just kind of chill, and just kind of take time, just to, I guess, do nothing but relax. And yeah, and it was nice, very much needed. But I really did miss y'all. I missed doing videos. I missed talking about wax, talking about smelly goods that we all love. So hopefully this week I can get back on track with my videos. I have got so many to do. I have boxes, no lie, y'all, like boxes of wax hauls that have come in that have been sitting in my cabinet for a while. I'm just gonna say that, for a while. So I'm a little bit behind. Actually, I'm a lot behind. So hopefully this week I can get back on track. But this being Sunday, I did want to hop on and do some empties for y'all. And I haven't done empties in, over 2 weeks. And I really thought my bin was going to be like overflowing. But there were several days, when I was out of town for my uncle's service, and just, those days that I just kind of chilled. Now that I look back, there were several days in a row that I didn't burn anything, I didn't melt anything, and that's okay. Sometimes I feel like, us in the wax community, sometimes I feel like, I don't know, maybe we feel pressured, or we just feel like we have to melt, we have to burn every single day. And I was one of those people too when I first got into vendor wax, that if there was a day that went by that I didn't melt something, I felt like, horrible. And I just didn't feel like, I was a good person because I missed out on a day. And I'm like, okay, seriously, Kerri, it's just wax. It's all right if you miss a day. It's all right if you miss a week. So yeah, this bin is not super full as I thought it was going to be. So I've talked for a long time. So let's get started with this video. Hopefully Curry will sit right here and behave while I talk. I do have some body care. We'll save that for the end. Bless you. And I do have one candle. So we'll start with the one candle, then we'll do wax, and then we'll, bless you, and then we'll end with body care. I think, oh my goodness, God bless you. Y'all, I don't know if doggies can have allergies. I'm assuming they can, or if they can have a cold, but bless his heart, he has been sneezing like crazy. And my husband jokes that it's because he's a dachshund, that he's so low to the ground that maybe, dust kind of irritates his allergies, but he's been sneezing and it just breaks my heart. Okay, let's start with this one candle. Not gonna lie, this one was a total dud. I got this from Walmart several years ago. 2, maybe 3 years ago. And yes, it is a Christmas candle. It's Christmas packaging. You know, you have the reindeer, the polar bears, the candy canes. Yeah. But it's cinnamon. And y'all know, or if you don't know, let me just tell you that cinnamon is one of those fragrances that I can melt, I can burn 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Like, it could be 97 degrees outside, hot, 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 and I would still enjoy a cinnamon fragrance. And for me, the spicier, the better. So yes, this is a Christmas candle. Originally, I got it at Christmas time, but on days when I'm just craving that spicy cinnamon, you know, I'll pull out a cinnamon candle. This one, like I said, I got at Walmart, not very much. I'm assuming it was probably like, what, $4 or $5. But y'all, this thing was atrocious. And it's kind of my fault because I have had problems with Walmart candles in the past. And I always say, I'm never going to get another Walmart candle again. And then something happens and I end up buying one. But y'all, look at this. So it was supposed to be a 2-wick candle. I don't know if you can see those 2 wicks there. But this thing, now, okay, I will say this. It was not scentless. I mean, I still get like whiffs of cinnamon even now. Of course, not the strongest cinnamon I've ever had. And for me, when I do cinnamon, like, I want cinnamon. So I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, the cinnamon factor in this was probably maybe like a 5. But it was the burn on this thing that I just, it was awful, like awful. The wax, I don't know what was up with this, but it kind of like collected like on the side of the candle. The wicks were puny. I gave up. Like, there's still about half of this candle left. It wasn't even worth putting in the candle warmer. I just gave up. So this is going in the trash. And y'all just remind me, like, if I talk about going to Walmart to get another Walmart candle, please leave me a comment and say, Kerri, no. Remember, you said you were never going to get another Walmart candle. It's just, it's not worth it. Even though they're not that much, they're just, yeah, they're just not worth it for me. So that one was a total dud. Okay, now let's get into wax. And I'm kind of sad because I have had every intention in the world to get back into the melting challenge. And then whenever I think I'm going to, life happens, things happen, and then I don't. So, you know, with my uncle's service and then just kind of taking some time away, I didn't really do the melting challenge. Hopefully I can get back into that this week. I really want to. So this wax in here, just kind of random. So we will just start pulling out some bags. We're going to start with bags. I have a lot. Okay. First one. Actually, I think I have a few. Yeah, so these were from the coffee sampler from Jim's Daughter Crafts. Let's see. Okay, I have 3 here. And these were the cutest little bag like this. And each bag had 2 of her coffee bean shapes. Really, really good. Like, really good. Now, this first one was Cowboy Coffee, a blend of fresh brewed coffee and toasted marshmallow. This one I loved, and I don't remember the weight of these, but each coffee bean was a perfect size for a warmer. So you got 2 melts out of each bag like this. This one was delicious. Oh, it was so good. I got a sweetness in here that had to have been that marshmallow, and it was so good. So good. I loved that one. Now, these 2 here, I think if these had not been part of the sampler, I would not have purchased these, but because they came in a sampler, I'm gonna definitely use them. I think after melting them, I can honestly say that these are not like for me. They're not my favorite, but I'm glad I melted them. This first one was English Accent, and this was a blend of caramel tobacco and espresso. So after melting this, yeah, I can for sure 100% say that tobacco scents are not for me. This one was very strong on that caramel tobacco. Yeah, it's just not a scent that I enjoy. And if I'm honest, this one, that's really all I could get was that caramel tobacco. I really didn't get any coffee. So that one, not a favorite. And this one here was Hollywood Coffee. When I first got this, I thought it was a misprint and I thought it was supposed to be Hollywood Coffee. And then Michelle, who's the owner, she reached out and she said, no, it's Hollywood, a blend of Palo Santo and fresh brewed coffee. Y'all, I'm trying so hard. To like Palo scents and Palo blends. Okay, so let me just say, between these two, the caramel tobacco and the Palo Santo, hands down, I would choose the Palo. But it's still not my favorite. But I think I can tolerate Palo much more than I could tolerate something with tobacco. I mean, it wasn't horrible. I'm learning, you guys. Now, when I first started out in vendor wax, I would not have even purchased a sampler with Palo in it because I was just so scared of it. The fact that I'm actually melting things with Palo is huge because earlier in my journey, I wouldn't have even like attempted to melt something. And I've also said before that if I'm gonna do a Palo blend, it has to be like Palo with bakery. So I feel like I'm taking baby steps, and who knows, you know, this time next year, I may be like all in on the Palo, but that one was okay. Still not my favorite, but okay. All right. I have, okay, a bag here from Rose Girls. This was a sample bag of mini melters called I'm the Ghost with the Most Babe. Blue sugar, iced vanilla woods, Bath & Body Works type, and marshmallow smoothie. Again, this being a sample, I was so grateful, but definitely not something I would have purchased on my own. I'm learning that blue sugar, just not for me. It is way too cologne-y, way too masculine. Like this really did smell like, not a horrible smell, just not like something I enjoy. I did this in my bathroom and it really did smell like a man was like taking a shower and just like had drenched himself in like, like, you know, body wash, like, you know, Old Spice or Axe or I don't know. Just very, very cologne-y. Not horrible, just not for me. Pink sugar is much more my speed. Let's see. Okay, from Birdie's Making Sense. This was Per Evil. This was the cutest kitty cat shape and it was huge. This was strawberry pound cake, cupcakes at Tiffany's, banana nut bread, and sugar cookie brulee. Oh man. Oh man, you guys, I'm sad this is gone. I would definitely get this again if she offered it. That strawberry and that banana together, wow. You know, and normally like strawberry pound cake, I can take it, I can leave it. Sometimes I feel like I do it so much that I get burned out on it. And I'm pretty sure that if this had just been straight up strawberry pound cake, I may or may not have purchased this. But because it was blended in with banana nut bread, and then she added that sugar cookie note in there as well, it was so delish. So delish. Oh my gosh. Strawberry, banana, sugar cookie. It was just so good. All right, from L3 Waxy Wonders, this was a, oh my gosh, what does she call these? Is it her bougie bars? Yeah, bougie bars. Okay. In pretzel zucchini bread. Yeah, this one was good. This one was actually really good. You know, it's no secret that L3 has an amazing pretzel and an amazing zucchini bread. And I feel like that's what this was. It was just equal parts yummy pretzel and yummy zucchini bread. I really, really enjoyed that. I did several pieces of this on its own, and then I did a few pieces as a blender with something else, and it was really, really good. From the Melt Stash, a snack bar in zucchini coffee bread, zucchini bread, and vanilla hazelnut coffee. This one was good too. Her zucchini bread, I feel like, is more on the savory side. Real creamy, real thick, real dense. And I like that. I like my zucchini breads in all forms. I've had it spicy. I've had it a little bit on the sweeter side. The Melt Stash, I feel like her zucchini bread is maybe leaning more savory. But then there was sweetness in here from that vanilla hazelnut coffee, and it was really good. I'm excited. I just placed an order with the Melt Stash last week, so excited to get that one. Let's see. I have, 4 from Salem Soy Co. The first one here, this is how Kirsten, who is the owner, this is how she sends out her samples. She sends them in a little bag like this. That's a mystery melt. And I love it because, you know, you could smell it on cold and try to guess what it is you're smelling. And then you get it in a warmer and you can kind of see if you were right. So on cold, I got a berry note, maybe like a mix of like a blackberry jam butter cookie with some raspberry maybe. But then there was an added bakery element to this, maybe like some sugar cookie dough. It was really good and incredibly strong. And I feel like on this one, what I was smelling on cold is exactly what I got in a warmer, and it was really, really good. All right, and then I have 3 things all from Salem Soy Co. This one was a mini souffle triflin, wildberry trifle, blueberry pie, and strawberry jam. This one, so good. Very, very berry forward, but the berry I was getting in here, not the same as what I was getting in here. This one, the triflin, it really did give me all 3 of those berries. The wild berry, the blueberry, and the strawberry, just a perfect blend of all 3 of those. Yeah, really good, really strong. Another mini souffle from Salem Soy Co. in Snickerdoodle. No scent notes on here, but Snickerdoodle, pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, and I feel like what you would expect from a Snickerdoodle blend is what this gave off. It gave off like a cinnamon sugar cookie. Good. And I liked this one because it was a little bit heavier on that spice, on that cinnamon sugar. Delish. And then last but not least from Salem Soy Co., this was one of her pinwheels in Kevin's Not Here from Home Alone. Blueberry pie, zucchini bread, and Peeps. This one was, yeah, really good. I'm not even sure why Peeps was listed as a scent note, because I was thinking, oh, Peeps, there's going to be some extra sugary sweetness. I got no sugary sweetness. I did get blueberry and I got zucchini bread. Really didn't even get like a blueberry pie, because that makes me think it's going to be kind of like a sweeter blueberry, like maybe with some pie crust. This one gave off zucchini bread and blueberries, like chunks of blueberries in a loaf of zucchini bread. I still really, really liked it. And her zucchini bread, I want to say is maybe like a perfect mixture of sweet and savory. Yeah, this one was real good. Just didn't get any peeps. Okay, 3 bags left. Here was a sample from the Melt Stash in Get the Funk Out. Downy April Fresh type, Gain type, and Hung Out to Dry. Not really sure what the Hung Out to Dry is. I mean, obviously this is going to be like heavy duty laundry, which is exactly what it was. Again, it was a sample. So grateful, but this would not have been something that I would have purchased just on my own, because this was like laundry to the millionth degree. Like this really did smell like you had walked into a laundromat. Not a horrible smell. I mean, yeah, no laundry blend is ever, people aren't going to say, oh, that smelled so bad. Because laundromats don't smell bad. They smell good. It's just you either like that smell or you don't. And I'm not like opposed to that smell, but in wax, it's just not my favorite. This one was so strong, but it was intense laundry. If you like intense laundry, you would love that. Yeah, really, really strong. This was a sample of 2 little cube shapes. That Smell Good Shop, Big Brother, Juicy Grape, and Fizzy Pop. Normally, I save my grape scents, my Fizzy Pop scents for the summer, but on this day, I was just craving grape. Grape is just one of those things where, like, I have to be in the mood for it, but grape scents just make me happy. Grape scents are kind of like bubblegum scents. You don't want to smell them every single day, but when you're like in the mood for them, they just, I don't know, they just lift me up. They put a smile on my face. This one was yummy, yummy, yummy. Kind of reminded me of like a grape Jolly Rancher. Loved it. And then last bag, this was a snap bar from Me and Coco Wax. Spicy Cup of Joe. And it says on here, wonderful blend of strong black coffee with an extra helping of spicy cinnamon. Y'all. Oh man. I've only ordered from Me and Coco one time, but I could probably honestly say that from my one order with Me and Coco, this is probably my favorite thing that I ordered from them. This thing, holy cow. I wish all vendors, would offer something like this. Like this, it was supposed to be spicy cinnamon with like coffee. The coffee was in here. It was very, very much in the background. The star of this show was that spicy cinnamon. This thing, the cinnamon factor on this one was easily a 10. It was red hot. It was spicy. It was, it made me so happy. It was so good. Yeah. Loved, loved, loved that one. All right. And then I have 3 little scent shots here. And then that will be it for wax. And then we will close out with some body care. All right. I have one here from Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. This was honey butter latte. Honey, molasses, sugar, espresso. This one was interesting. Yeah. Oh, it still smells so good. I really wasn't sure what to expect from this one. This one was interesting because you really don't think to blend honey or honey butter and molasses with coffee. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this one on warm. I liked it. It was just very sweet. Like, I almost thought maybe this was too sweet. I could have handled a little bit more coffee in this one. On cold, I did not pick up on the molasses, but on warm I did. So it was a very interesting combo, the molasses with the espresso. I didn't hate it. I'm not sure it was my favorite. It was interesting. Really, really interesting. Speaking of ebony and ivory, I know that Sweet Jennifer is going to restock next week, I believe. So I'm going to be probably looking into that. Next scent shot. This was a sample sent to me by Lavender and Speckles in Blue Sugar Boom Boom Laundry. This one I didn't mind. Okay, so it has two things in here that are not my favorite. It has blue sugar, which we just established that I'm not a fan of blue sugar. And it also has laundry. Now it has the Boom Boom, which I do love me some Boom Boom. So this one I didn't mind because the blue sugar wasn't too strong. The laundry note wasn't too strong. Not sure if I got a ton of the Boom Boom. This one was okay. I think if I were to do a laundry scent, I could handle something like this because the laundry mixed in with those other two notes made it not so intense laundry in your face. And this was made from her olive oil wax. Most of the things I've ordered from Beth, I've done her Parasoy. So I'm not like super familiar with her olive oil, but it was really, really soft. But I know that a lot of people love her olive oil. They say it performs really well. So maybe going forward with my orders from Lavender and Speckles, I might, see about doing more of her olive oil. Last but not least, this was a scent shot from Up the Creek Scents in Burnt Sugared Zucchini Bread. Just realized I did a lot of zucchini bread last week. Oh, you guys. I can probably say with certainty that Up the Creek Scents has one of my favorite zucchini breads. It's just, sorry, I'm stretching out. It is just so creamy and it's just so good. It's not corn chippy. And then just recently, not too long ago, I got into things with the burnt sugar. I don't remember what vendor it was, but there was one time I ordered something with burnt sugar and I was hooked. Because when you get something with burnt sugar, it's almost like you're getting like those like almost burnt, like crystallized, caramelized edges of something. And Up the Creek Scents, Shannon does burnt sugar really, really well. And this was so good. Yeah. This actually, I think is my second time getting her burnt sugared zucchini bread. It's delish. So if you like burnt sugar, try that from Up the Creek Scents. I don't think you would be disappointed. All right, that is it for wax. So let's just finish up with some body care. I have one thing here of Epsom salts from Dr. Teal's. I got this at Marshall's for $4.99. A 2-pound bag. So yeah, 2 pounds for $5. Not bad. I think this Marshall's price is considerably cheaper than probably what I would have paid at Walmart. Oh, wow, so good. This was Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salts Soaking Solution, Winter Eucalyptus. I want to say I picked this up like not too long after the holidays. It wasn't on clearance, but obviously winter eucalyptus. So I was like, let's pick it up because it said on here, calming and relaxing. And that is what I look for in my bath things. Calming and relaxing essential oils helps ease aches and soreness from muscle pains. Essential oils help relax the mind. And then back here, eucalyptus and lavender. You guys, oh my gosh. So good. So good. And I liked this one because it wasn't straight up lavender. I'm not sure what the winter eucalyptus, but it was so calming. And sometimes when I do Epsom salts, I will do them just on their own. But with this, I paired this with some bubble bath. So it was just like extra Mm. It was amazing. Okay, this was a body scrub. I got this at Ross, but the price has worn off. I want to say maybe this was $5 for a 21.2 ounce container of body scrub. This was from Bloom and Field in Peach Sorbet. This I loved. I loved this. Really did give me like juicy, fleshy, like the fleshy part of the peach. It was good. So good. And I know not everybody is a fan of peach. You know, we always get that it, comes off like cat pee. I love peach. I love it. And I think for me, one reason why I love peach so much, I might have mentioned this before, is it's very much a childhood memory for me. Growing up, my mom and my dad in the summertime, they would get out like the ice cream maker. Y'all remember, I don't know if I'm dating myself, but y'all remember the days of like making homemade ice cream? Like you put rock salt and you I remember that in the summer we would make homemade peach ice cream and we would have like the actual like chunks of peaches. And I don't know, ever since then that has just kind of like translated over into home fragrance for me. I just love peach fragrances, and that was really, really good. And I'm just going to say one note on body scrubs. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I am a sucker for a good body scrub. And I'm not real stingy when it comes to them. Like, I don't mind buying my body scrubs at Ross, at TJ Maxx, at Marshall's. I mean, if it's going to perform and it's going to do what it's supposed to do and it has that consistency that I like, I'll buy them anywhere, really. Now, here's one that I did buy at Bath & Body Works. This normally $19.95. I would never pay $20 for a scrub. Never. As good as it is. This I got at SAS, and I think I got this like 75% off, so didn't pay very much for this. If I'm going to get a scrub at Bath & Body, it's going to be probably at SAS. So this was a foaming sugar body scrub in gingham. And y'all, for someone who's not like the biggest fan of the gingham line, I just have never really gotten into it. I loved this. This was a very sweet, maybe a little bit feminine, kind of girly, kind of dainty. I loved it, and it was it says foaming. Sometimes I'll get a body scrub that doesn't foam up. That one did, and I loved it. I just wish they weren't $20 because I'm not going to pay that. So, okay. Also from Bath & Body Works, this was a body wash, 10-ounce body wash in pink cashmere. Also picked this up at SAS. The scent notes: pink jasmine, cashmere musk, creamy sandalwood, white amber. Yeah, normally those are not scent notes that I would gravitate towards, but SAS on sale, that's when I kind of just get whatever. And I didn't mind this. Again, very girly, fruity, sweet. I enjoyed that. That one was nice. And last but not least, I have one little thing of hand sanitizer here, but do you see? Into the Night. My favorite scent of all time from Bath & Body Works. I will never, I can't say never, because there might come a day when I'm just like, I don't like this anymore. I'm all burned out on it, but that day has not come. I am still obsessed with this. I love it so much. I feel like I can say honestly that I have had Into the Night in every form like that Bath & Body has ever put out. I've had it in the candle. I don't know. Yeah, they have had it in room spray, haven't they? If they've had it in room spray, I've had it. I've had it in the candle. I've had it in the hand sanitizer. I've had it in the lotion, in the shower gel, in the shampoo, in the conditioner. I just love that scent so much. So I think that is my last sanitizer though, so I might have to go pick up some more. All right, you guys, that is all I have for y'all today. As I said, I'm so glad to be back. I missed y'all bunches. So hopefully now that life has kind of settled down, I don't have a lot on the agenda for this week. So hopefully I can hop back on and do some more videos for y'all. I really need to, because I've got, like I said, things sitting in the cabinet that are like, I feel like they're calling out to me. Kerri, you need to video us. Kerri, you need to video us. So I will definitely see y'all this week for some more videos. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. Be blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. And I love you guys. Thank you so much if you are a subscriber. And if you're not, I would love to ask you to please hit the like and the subscribe, leave me a comment. I am very behind on my comments, but that is another thing that I'm going to work on this week. So if you leave me one, I will always comment you back. It just might take me a little bit, but I'd love to have you as part of my channel. All right, you guys, take care, and I'll see y'all soon. Happy Sunday.